Good morning, everybody. 9 a.m. 28 degrees outside. We've got Patrick up on the roof to give us a look at the forecast for today. And yeah, it is windy up there. Your hair is blowing, the anemometer's spinning. What's going on?
Okay, so yeah, the flow isn't great when the wind comes from that direction, but if I turn this way.
Ooh, it's
There
like
we go.
surfer hair.
What's that?
It's like surfer hair in winter.
Back in the day. So right now it's 55-year-old hair. That no matter what direction it blows, it kind of sends the same message. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. It is 9 o'clock. And yeah, the wind is picking up, and we're going to see clouds and cold today and lake effect snow tonight. Yeah, by 7 p.m. or around there is when we think the lake effect snows will begin. Notice the southwest wind 10 to 20 miles an hour. Just some flurries out there now, but this is a snapshot at 4 o'clock. We'll go through this in motion in a moment. Notice we're in the 30s. Tomorrow morning, the bulk of the lake effect snow has pushed away, but still scattered lake effect snow showers that could affect the morning drive a bit tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, chilly temperatures in the 20s with some snow showers. So we'll put this in motion. There is that lake effect snows that are getting going. There's 7:30 to 8:30 right over the city. And then it doesn't last very long, but a couple of hours could dump a quick couple of inches of snow, followed by, and breezy as well. And then snow showers into tomorrow. That'll set the stage for some colder air to arrive Thursday night into Friday. Thursday night, Friday morning, single digits to low teens. For the weekend, we are going to go with light lake effect snow showers on Saturday, possibly even into Sunday. And temperatures, yeah, remaining into on the cold side. This is a December to remember. At least the first, first week of it, it looked pretty cold, and it looks like it's got some staying power. Cold temperatures set to take us right into next weekend as well, Melissa. Yeah, there we go. So nothing major coming our way with snowfall, but yes, there will be some impactful snow this evening and tonight.
Yeah, but at least it's after the evening commute from what you
should
see, right?
Maybe the very tail end of the commute kind of hits up against it, but most of it should be after.
Okay, and then looking ahead again to Sunday for the Bills game, which was a 4:25, but now it's back to a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, it's going to
be chilly.
It's going to be chilly. Maybe some snow showers, but it doesn't look anything that would impact the game. But yeah, there could be some chill and a bit of a breeze. Kind of not an awful day, but a little wintry for sure.
Okay. All right, we'll talk more about that later. Patrick, thank you. Well, in our top stories this morning, East Side neighbors sounded off about the Kensington Expressway.
I live on Humboldt Parkway. I have to deal with the circumstances that are there every single day. The noise, the pollution, the transportation network, the failure to move forward on the 70-year-old infrastructure that exists there.
That neighbor right there, Terrence Robinson, was one of more than 200 people who took part in a listening session that was hosted by the DOT last night. As we've been reporting, the billion-dollar project to cap and tunnel the 33 is currently on hold because a judge ruled that officials need to do more research about how the project would impact the environment surrounding it. And now that they're back to square one, the DOT now wants to hear from the community as part of its Queen City Forward initiative. A meeting was held last night inside the Schiller Park Senior Center, and it was the first of several. The state DOT commissioner says nothing is off the table for the project, so residents took advantage of that and spoke openly about what they'd like to see.
Something that I would really like to see is them putting forward real, tangible options for what the public can say they really need and want.
We need a place for the children to go and to play.
If we got rid of the 33, it would push more people to the radials, like Genesee, and any of the streets that leave downtown and go out to the eastern suburbs or something like that, and maybe spur more economic development on those streets.
If you missed last night's meeting, it's okay. A second listening session is scheduled for Tuesday, December 16th. Major changes are on the way for hundreds of students in the Buffalo City School District. The district is planning to close 2 schools by the end of this academic year, but right now it's not clear which 2 schools will end up being closed. The Board of Education has formed a school closure committee, and it is considering nearly 1,800 survey responses from students, parents, and staff. And these responses will help them make a final decision. And once 2 schools are narrowed down, the district will hold a public meeting for each affected school so that parents can ask direct questions and express whatever concerns they might have. The district says financial issues are driving the closures. And Junior Side spoke with one parent on the school closure committee who says closures should have happened by now.
They were roughly $80 million over budget last year. If we do that again, we barely have enough money to make payroll. We can't continue to do that. To be honest, we should have closed schools 3 or 4 years ago.
He says the committee will likely announce the school closures by next Thursday, December 11th. A firefighter was hurt and a home totally destroyed in a fire in the town of Batavia. Officials say the homeowners were out of town when the house went up in flames. It happened a little after 6 o'clock last night on Pike Road. We're told the house had 2 wood-burning stoves, one in the basement and one on the 2nd floor, and it appears at least one of them was in use when the homeowners were not there. Investigators say the fire spread throughout the home from the basement with flames through the roof when fire crews first arrived.
The distance, probably almost 1,000 feet off the road, is really hinders firefighting strategies and tactics to get the apparatus back here. There was snow buildup and ice buildup on the driveway, so we had some issues getting the apparatus up to the scene because there's a dip in the driveway. But we're able to make some adjustments and get everybody up to the scene that we needed to have here.
We're told the firefighter that was hurt was treated and cleared at the scene. Well, this Friday, we are holding our annual Food to Families food drive supporting Feed More Western New York and their hunger relief partners. Last month, Feed More had to kick their activity into overdrive when SNAP benefits were not dispersed during the government shutdown. And they say during that time, donations were critical. Our Natalie Foss went to one partner food pantry to explain the ripple effect that's happening because of that disruption to SNAP.
I'm here at the Eden North Collins Food Pantry, which is just one of Feed More Western New York's partner food pantries, and they serve this community as well as surrounding communities. They were hit hard by SNAP cuts last month.
Ellen Kindly is the president of the pantry. She says they weren't prepared for the extreme rise in need.
On a typical week, we would get 50 families. On a busy week, 75. We had 2 weeks this month where we had over 100 families, which is a lot. And there's some big families that come. We have some families of 7, 8. We have one family of 10.
Catherine Schick from Feed More Western New York said that when there's a disruption with SNAP benefits, it puts an extra strain on them.
SNAP is the first line of defense against hunger, and for every meal that a charitable food assistance program like Feed More Western New York and our network of hunger relief partners can provide, SNAP actually provides 9.
She said in many cases, those in need will use their SNAP benefits throughout the month until they run out. Then use resources like their local food pantry to get by for the rest of the month.
When you see a disruption to SNAP occur, like the one that just occurred during the government shutdown, that means that many people are turning for the majority of their food assistance needs through that charitable food assistance network.
And then there are stories like Heidi Harvey's, where she relies on SNAP to be able to afford allergy-safe food for her grandson.
Yes. Normally when we come, it's the bulk of the food is really to more feed me. Our whole SNAP budget goes on feeding my grandson because he has a lot of severe food allergies, needs a lot of special food.
She said having to pay for that out of pocket for the month will have a ripple effect for her family.
So much money had been spent out of pocket that typically in November would have been spent on like Black Friday deals, Cyber Monday stuff that lets me stock up on things.
Kindly expects that ripple effect to continue over the course of the next few months, especially with the price of groceries.
A lot of new families that are coming and said, I was able to make it with just SNAP, but I can't anymore because of the prices. So that's not going down anytime soon. So I expect we'll be busy.
That's why Feed More Western New York says they rely on the generosity of neighbors.
We're working overtime to make sure that we're getting in those food donations and fund donations that we use to purchase nutritious food.
And the need doesn't go away. After the SNAP benefits are restored, there's still need out there. And it's not just during the holidays either, it's year round. And so your donations to food drives like our Food to Families drive really can make a difference to families suffering from food insecurity year round.
Yeah, and I know people who want to donate are always asking, well, what could they use? What could they need? Other than the usual stuff that Feed More always asks for. I thought Heidi's story was really striking because she said she uses the food bank just for herself because she's not picky, she'll eat whatever, but her grandson is allergic to a lot of different things, and the food pantry can't really provide those specific allergy needs, so she has to use all of her SNAP benefits to buy what is really expensive allergy-safe food. And so if you have someone in your family who has an allergy or things like that, maybe you would know some good items that might be worth donating, and you might want to donate those just in case anyone's allergic to anything out there.
That's a really great idea. And also, just donating a cash donation can go such a long way. Catherine Schick has told us before about the buying power of Feed More Western New York, and $1 goes so much further than $1 that you would spend at the grocery store too. So cash donations are also a great way to help out as well. If you can afford it, even the smallest donation can go a really long way in this community. So we want to see all of you out there on our food drive. So first of all, there's the little brown bags of hope. We've been telling you about that for weeks now, but it's not too late. You can still buy a little brown bag of hope at any register at any Tops Friendly Markets in Western New York for $5, $10, or $20. You can help support our neighbors in need with nutritious and non-perishable food items. That's all part of our Food to Families food drive in partnership with Tops and Feed More. Again, the actual food drive is coming up on Friday morning. So we will be out at the Tops on Transit Road in Depew. I will be out there live throughout Daybreak with Kevin O'Neill. Natalie will be joining us, right? Out to collect your donations, and then all the other crews will be out throughout the day as well. So if you can't make it early in the morning, you can stop out and see Scott and Mary Alice and everyone else throughout the day at the Tops on Transit Road in Depew. That is on Friday morning. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. The Bills are preparing for an interesting matchup on Sunday. We don't like interesting in the weather world, in your weather department, when you say interesting or something is afoot. It's never a good thing. And so, I don't know, this interesting matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday. A lot of attention is on the return of Joe Burrow, but also the Bengals defense is pretty weak. They have the 31st ranked run defense in the NFL. And that bodes well for the Bills with James Cook having a spectacular season. Okay, couldn't they run it like they did in the last game? The Bills run game coming off that 249-yard performance against Pittsburgh. This was the third time the Bills have gone over 200 yards on the ground this season. Here's what Sean McDermott and Joe Brady had to say about the Bills run game.
That rushing performance it stands almost alone, right, in terms of my NFL career. Toughness, togetherness, finishing plays the right way, great technique, mindset. So it's just really fun to watch, really was.
I saw Jimbo pregame, and he just had that look in his eyes, and it's such a kind of a dumb thing to say, but like he was ready to rock yesterday, and he had full confidence in the guys up front. He didn't, he knew Vandy and Alec were going to be good to go, and I tried not to ever have a guy get 30 carries, but the way that he was running it, you don't want to take him out too.
Yeah, the Bengals are allowing over 153 yards on the ground per game, but the Bengals, are you okay there?
Yeah, took a little effort.
Okay.
Continue.
The Bengals are hungry, though. They need to win out in order to make the playoffs.
Or even if that, they're just going to throw caution to the wind and say, we've got Joe Burrow back, and let's just fling it. Because he looked good over the weekend. By the way, did you hear the Joe Burrow story about how on Sunday he gave birth to a baby girl?
He didn't.
Okay.
His wife did.
I'm sorry. They did as a family, but yes, his beautiful wife delivered.
Really?
But apparently,
and he played?
And Joe, he didn't play. He coached.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
but he arrived, I guess, at the stadium with his hospital sticker still on. So she delivered the same day as the game, and he made both, the delivery and was able to do offensive calling for the game. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
oh, the fact that he.
Yeah, like be with your wife
good.
and support her and spend that quality time with your newborn. I mean, at least he was there for it, I suppose.
What a discussion. Let's throw up a poll. Should he have stayed?
Should he have stayed?
Well,
at the hospital? Sorry, honey, gotta go. I got more important things to do.
When I was bored, my dad went to a St. Patrick's Day party. So, I mean, I stand to think that, man, you know what? No, I see your point.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into that.
I'm sure his wife gave him
permission. Oh, yeah.
Permission.
It wasn't like, she wasn't like, where are you going?
Right.
The stadium?
Yeah. Speaking of the stadium, as we get ready to say goodbye to the current Bills home, now is your chance to keep a piece of history. As 2 on your sides, Rob Hackford explains everything must go.
Whether you know it as Ralph Wilson Stadium, the Ralph Rich Stadium, or New Era Field, the current Highmark Stadium, we're saying goodbye to it soon with just 3 home games left for the Bills. And the team now has some opportunities for selling the memorabilia inside.
The seats and benches inside the current Highmark Stadium have already hit the market, with eager season ticket holders like Joe Bicina getting first dibs and much more.
Section number, row number, and my seat numbers, which was very important to me because my dad passed away and these were the seats that he had here.
A picture of his dad is the closest thing Bicina ever got to having one together in their seats. His special cargo, pre-ordered before January 31st, is part of a grand plan by the Bills, their hospitality partner Legends Global, and memorabilia authenticator Collectible Exchange.
They're going to be marketing everything from the seats, the playing field, some signage, as well as, the goalposts.
Really anything that a Bills fan could or may want, like section signage or their bench seats, according to Erie County Public Works Commissioner Bill Geary.
Get your orders in now to get an idea of how we can do the reclamation and pulling out all those pieces of memorabilia between February and May, when demolition should start on the current stadium.
The sale is live on the Bills Store website, with season ticket holders getting pre-orders first, followed by the general public, Geary says. He adds that removal will be challenging, but that Legends has done this before, including at the old Yankee Stadium.
It's going to be a tough process. Those seats, a lot of the seats are bench seats, so there has to be a mock-up made. How it's bolted in right now, it doesn't have legs.
Delivery, which is expected sometime next spring, is subject to change. And that doesn't bother Bicina.
If I got them by next season, I'll be happy, but more importantly, I got Dad's seat, so I'm very happy.
Happy he'll be able to share those seats with his best friend. On your side in Orchard Park, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
That's nice. But if you want to buy it for a Christmas gift for someone, remember, they are not going to be delivered until sometime next year.
Speaking of being delivered.
Not Joe Burrow.
Joe Brady. Joe Brady had a baby. His wife had a baby. I guess I said Joe Burrow. I meant Joe Brady.
Right.
So Joe Brady had a daughter on game day last Sunday.
Bill's offensive coordinator.
Who then went to the game with the sticker on his. Okay. I guess I said Joe Burrow.
When you said he was coaching, I'm like, wait, Joe Burrow's a coach?
We just want to make that clear that I misspoke.
Okay.
And I knew it was Joe Brady, but Burrow Brady. Anyway.
Okay.
Joe Brady.
Got it. Well, congratulations to the Brady bunch.
Yes, the Brady bunch.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. And as we celebrate the holidays, we want to let you know about some tree lightings around town. There's going to be one at 5 p.m. tonight in Lakewood. That's in Chautauqua County. Of course, Santa's going to be there and live music. And downtown Buffalo, there's going to be a ceremony at the Reth Building tonight at 5 p.m. And then the big one in Rockefeller Center. If you can't be there in New York City yourself, you can watch it on TV tonight on Channel 2. And that tree lighting will be happening just before 10 p.m. And apparently there's a local connection from what we're hearing. Somebody reached out to us saying that Bill Murray, the actor, his band is playing the Rockefeller tree lighting tonight.
Yes.
And Blood Brothers, I think it's called.
Yeah, I've seen video. He sings in this band.
And the drummer is from Western New York.
Oh, really?
He's from Buffalo.
Oh,
yes.
That's cool.
So that'll be happening tonight. So
Very
that'll
cool.
be fun to see. A lot of you are starting to put up your Christmas decorations around the house, or maybe you've already done it. Some of us here on Daybreak have their own homes to decorate in their own interesting way. Look what we talked about on Daybreak earlier this morning.
Have you done your tree yet?
I had my tree up the day after Halloween.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
We have not. We've gotten some of the lights along the roof line. I got up before the snow and before it turned wintry.
You know what I discovered? I'm getting ready. So when you're hanging lights on the house, they have clips that you can buy. Well, last year
you don't use a staple gun like Clark Griswold?
I used packing tape, okay, to like get the.
No, you did not.
I did. So now I got up on the ladder, and there's like pieces of packing tape all over that I forgot to like remove. It's just terrible.
That is wow.
Because some of it had siding, so I can't staple into siding. So how else do you get the lights to stick?
The clips.
The clips, but those are a pain in the neck. You can't. So it just. But you got to take that stuff down. I figured.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have nothing. I got nothing.
I know it's pretty,
not even duct tape.
Kind of low.
Packing
It's
tape.
kind of low rent. I'll tell you that. To do it
pretty
that
much.
All right. Good morning.
Okay, Pete wasn't thinking properly because duct tape you to be able to see it.
Yeah,
At least the packing tape is clear.
So it wasn't like there's big pieces of black tape on the side of the house. It's clear. But I still believe, if you've got let's just say you got to go up and over over the doorway and it's, you can't, there's an overhang and you can't staple anything to the house if it's not wood. So it's just quick and easy.
Does it hold up though, or like when it's
sometimes pieces
rain?
Sometimes pieces kind of come undone, so you got to go up there and reattach it. But yeah,
I'm really curious what other people do.
Well, I heard from a few.
What do others do?
They used a word to describe it. I don't know if I want to use that word on the air, but it was. They understood, but yeah, it's there are far better ways. But when you're in a hurry and those clips,
you should never be in a hurry when you're trying to hang Christmas lights on your house. Like, give yourself a lot of time.
What's there to be hurried for? If
Right.
you're in
Do not hurry up a ladder.
If you're in a decorating moment, that's not a moment that's usually we got to go. We got to do this fast.
Right. Nothing about Christmas decorating
is fast.
Is fast.
Right. So anyway, I admitted that was the way because we have these plastic hooks. But then to get them hooked into the side, I don't know, they're kind of cumbersome. So anyway, that was my technique.
Are there companies that do outdoor decorating for
There are companies that will come and decorate your house. I don't know if they provide the supplies or everything, but they will come and do it. And it's a great business. I mean.
Yeah, especially for people who can't go up a ladder or
don't have the time.
Right.
But.
Or the clips.
If you are one of those businesses, don't use tape. It's
I can imagine that you've got.
Yeah.
And then if you pull it off, is it pulling off?
It pulls off the paint sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! You might as well just staple into your siding if you're going to pull off the paint.
My wife was furious when she looked up there and went, "Are those pieces of tape still like hanging?" And I'm like, I just ripped the lights. And it's still there. Probably from Christmas 2017.
Kimberly is very
she puts up with a lot.
She does put up with a lot.
She does. Well, thank you for
You're my work husband, so I know that. But to have to deal with you at home, I can't. Anyway, you're Jim, Patrick.
So anyway, if you have ideas on how to hang lights, let me know.
Okay, Roswell Park probably does a better job lighting things up than you do. They've got this beautiful Christmas tree at Kaminsky Park, and the annual Tree of Hope celebration is a lovely tradition. It's just about a week away from Friday. It is a week away from Friday. The tree will be lit up with thousands of lights. This sweet little boy named Eddie is going to be the tree lighter this year. It's meant to spread cheer and hope to everyone touched by cancer, especially people in their rooms. They can look down at the park and see this beautiful tree lit up. And Two on Your Side is proud to partner once again with Roswell Park for this meaningful event. So that's next Friday. You can join us December 12th. Hundreds of people come together for the 31st annual Tree of Hope lighting. Santa's there, reindeer, hot cocoa and snacks, and the tree lighting, and a beautiful candle ceremony where people raise their candles up to the windows so everyone who's in Roswell Park can look down and see. It's just a beautiful event. And so we will be carrying it live from 4 to 6:30 right here on Channel 2 and streaming here on WGRZ Plus. I'm going to be out there hosting with Scott Levin that evening. And so if you can't be out there yourself, you can watch it all as the tree is lit during our 6 p.m. newscast. It's a really beautiful event.
And this is Friday.
So this Friday,
a wee bit chilly.
Well, this Friday is the Food to Families food drive. This is the next Friday.
I have a hunch it'll be chilly too.
You think? Oh boy. Okay. Well, it will be warm on the inside with, you know, nice emotions and everything. It's a beautiful evening.
Absolutely.
And then this Friday, I should dress outside for really, really cold weather.
Heavy coat, all the accoutrement you need for cold weather. We're gonna all be out there Friday morning at the top.
No,
so.
you get to stay in here in the warm studio.
No, I'm going out there. I'm here and then I go out. But I'm not there for the long haul.
Okay. Okay, you leave that to Kevin O'Neill.
There he goes. Yeah, right.
Okay, and if you want to stop by and drop off some food, you can stay in your warm car. We'll just come and get it from you. So, all right, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow.